A man is banging on the roof of a stranger's van at 4 in the morning. He knows someone's inside. He's known the whole time. For 40 minutes he won't leave. And before he finally does, he reaches up and writes something in the fog on the back window. 2 words. We'll get to what they said. But that's not even the strangest thing that happened to a van lifer this year. Some of these people never found out who or what was outside. Let's start with the one that looks the most like a prank and end with the one nobody can explain. Case 1. The Sound from the Trees, Surrey, January 2021. During a UK lockdown, creator Will's whereabouts, was stealth camping at Box Hill in Surrey, a spot he knew well from living nearby years earlier.
I think this will do for tonight's stealth camping. Freezing cold! Tonight's stealth camp sounds like I'm at a bloody drag race. Anyway, as I was saying, I am in a very familiar place. I actually used to live in this area with my parents a good few years ago now, and I used to work at a restaurant just round the corner, which is where I had my first ever job when I was about, how old? 16, 17 years old. Oh, lovely stuff.
About 14 minutes into his overnight footage, a scream came down through the trees from somewhere past the viewpoint. High, raw, and unmistakably close to human. It didn't stop. It shifted. A bark, then a long human-sounding cry, then something that broke and reset like it was relearning how to make the sound at all. Commenters landed on 2 real, documented culprits for exactly this kind of noise: a fox's mating scream or a muntjac deer's distress call. Both are known for sounding almost exactly like a person in pain. Will never got out to check. He locked the doors, killed the lights, and waited it out in the dark. Whatever made the sound was still audible when the recording ends. Status: most likely explanation is wildlife, but unconfirmed since no one visually identified the source. If a fox call can do that to a grown man locked in a car, wait until you see what one dog refused to walk toward next. Subscribe now so it's in your feed when it drops. Case 2. Surrounded on the Hill, location undisclosed, March 2023. A couple from the channel Travel Tales drove up to a remote hilltop with a fire pit, saw only one other van in the distance, and spent the evening remarking on how alone they were. After they moved to a flatter spot and went to sleep, they woke to voices and music that sounded distant at first. Then the van was being hit, hard, on the front and both sides at once, faster than one person could move.
Welcome back. It's so nice to have you here. So last week we couldn't find a park up with a fire pit. They were all out of order. Maybe they don't maintain them in winter. But I found one and we're going there right now. It looks really beautiful because it's in the forest. So I'm so looking forward to get there and light up some fire. It's a bit chilly now. Woo!
Their dog, Holly, was barking and clearly frightened. They didn't check who it was. They got into the front seats and drove off the hill with no destination in mind, convinced for the next 15 minutes that they were being followed. No one chased them. No one ever showed a face.
We're back on the road because we couldn't sleep where we were. Basically, there were a lot of people outside our van and we didn't feel safe there, so we had to leave. We were asleep and we heard a lot of noise coming from outside. We think that there were people having a laugh, and a chat, but it turned out to be a nightmare for us. We're very tired right now. Sorry, but we're in a complete shock right now.
More shocked than anything, really. Just basically these guys, I thought they were just having fun because I could hear music, but they were a few meters away at least, and then I heard voices outside the van, so they came up to the van and started hitting. I'm sure I heard one on the bonnet.
Yes, and me and Holly were...
Yeah, Holly started barking.
Yeah, we were in a complete shock. Even
Yeah,
now, we're still a bit... We've been driving for 15 minutes without any maps
Yeah, just driving straight.
We're so scared that they were going to follow us. That's what I thought, to be
No,
honest.
I don't think so. They went back in the car. Just a bunch of idiots, I think. First they were banging on the van at the front, and that's what kind of woke me up, and then I think there were more than one. Some were banging on the side as well.
Yeah, but the ones on the side were really loud.
Yeah.
That me and Holly jumped.
Yeah. Well, at first I thought it was someone like trying to get into the van, but they're just kids, I think. Because I think when we turned on the lights, they just ran into the car again. We're not going back there, that's for sure.
No, that's definitely not. No, we didn't feel safe, so that's why we left. Sorry, we're not in a lovely state right now, but yeah, that's how.
The unsettling part, in their own account, wasn't the noise. It was realizing that the spot they had chosen specifically because it felt isolated was the exact place several people had converged on them unheard. Status. Unresolved, no identification of who was on the hill. Case 3. What the dog wouldn't look at. Pillsbury State Forest, Minnesota, May 2024. Kenny, who posts as Kenny of all trades, has known this forest since high school, including that it's close enough to town that people with nowhere else to sleep sometimes disappear into it.
Maddie and I found a campsite that was completely trashed, and we spent all afternoon cleaning it up. The good news is I've only seen 2 vehicles out here so far, and a couple of open spots. And the spot that I want to go to, it's up on a steep hill. You're not going to be bringing a camper back there. I've only seen tents back there. I first found this spot probably 10 years ago. We're not too far out of town, so sometimes the people that come out here, they're not out here to camp. They're looking for a place to stay. Got a really good control of Toby. I don't want him spooking any horses. Come on, Toby. I figured we could check out the lake across the road.
On a normal afternoon walk down a logging road with his 6-month-old pit bull, Toby, the dog suddenly stopped dead at a routine bend, ears flat, hackles up, staring at one fixed point in the trees, making a sound Kenny had never heard from him. Not a bark or growl. Kenny looked at the same spot and saw nothing. He also noticed the forest had gone completely silent. No birds, no wind.
I've been hearing the beeping of big trucks this morning, so I'm sure that they're inside those cuttings working. Not sure if I'll get in with the bike or not. This lake is so beautiful. What is it? What, Toby? Come on. I got no clue what he sees, but something up the road has got his attention. What's going on, Toby? He always sticks by my side. I have no idea what he sees up there, but maybe we won't go that way.
Toby refused to move forward and eventually turned and ran back toward the truck without looking back. Kenny's own guess on camera was that it might have been a bear he couldn't see or smell yet. He's clear that this is a guess, not a confirmed sighting. Status. No animal or person was ever identified.
Go back. Come on, Toby. Yeah, he don't like it over there. Okay, we're not going that way. I have no clue what's got him freaked out. I'm not going to go over there with the bike either. Not after that. Oh, he wants to go right back to the camper. That was weird. Want to get up in your chair? Come on. Weird. I've never had him act like that before. You go down? There you go. You'll have to let me know down in the comments. What do you think is over there? I've smelled bear before. I know it sounds weird, but you can smell bear when they're in the area. I have no idea why he freaked out like that. Weird.
Kenny didn't go back to that bend. Case 4. 40 minutes at the Glass, Sunderland, January 2025. Van lifer James had lived on the road for 2 years without a single bad night before this one.
I am parked on the side of the road. I have parked across from a bit of a clearing, and looking at it, it looks fine at the moment, but as soon as the sun starts to go down, I think it might get a little bit creepy around here. Give it a bit of a stir.
He'd even watched other creators scare videos, feeling confident it would never happen to him. He parked on a quiet lane outside Sunderland to film a location video and went to sleep late.
And goes to bed around 9.
Really is quite beautiful, just the way that the sun's kind of like coming through the trees. Enjoy my non-alcoholic beer. Well, enjoy it as much as I can, it having no alcohol in it. Cozy. All being well, I'll see you in the morning.
Just after 4 a.m., banging on the roof woke him. He pulled back the blind and found a man's face pressed against the glass, already looking directly at the spot where James had been lying. Meaning, the man knew exactly where he was in the van before James moved. What followed lasted close to 40 minutes. The man circled the vehicle, shouting fragmented, disjointed things about his family and unrelated events, none of which cohered into a clear threat or motive.
Cars just pulled up, and it sounds like they're walking around the van. So I was just woken up because I heard a car pull up, and it was at the front of the van. So I got up, turned my phone on and filmed, and as soon as I drew the curtains back, they drove off. They got to the end of the road, turned around, and then came back and parked behind the van. I don't even know, like, what, they just think that there's just some random van parked here that they might be able to break into, or I don't know, but it's a little bit freaky. It makes me kind of like, I'm not moving, but I don't want somebody breaking in thinking there's no one in here, because that would be a right pain. Hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep.
James couldn't drive away. The lane was a dead end. His windshield blinds were down, and his exterior cameras had fogged over. He sat in the dark holding a folded camp table against his chest and tracked the man's position by sound. At one point, the man struck the van, and James, reflexively, struck back from inside. The man eventually moved off toward other vans further down the lane after a second vehicle's headlights appeared. When it got light, James found something written in the condensation on the back window. 2 words, "I love you." He never learned who the man was or why he'd chosen that van. He filed no police report on camera and continued living in his van afterward, though he never returned to that lane.
What a miserable day. I slept surprisingly well, considering after that car pulled up outside and then drove off, I didn't hear anything else for the rest of the night, so from then I actually slept alright. And see how miserable the weather is. My door's stuck. What the actual see that? I don't even think I can shut the door now. So when I said I got left alone last night, it doesn't look like I did get left alone, does it? I didn't even hear anyone out on the side door. Right, I've got to work out how to do this. Don't think I've got any pliers. Good job. I haven't got a bulkhead. There we go. Oh, it's miserable out here. So there's obviously just people wanting to f*** about and just be funny, I guess, but how dangerous is that, locking someone in their van? Let me check the back door. Well, there's nothing on this one because they wouldn't have been able to tie it to anything, would they? There's no way they could have done that door anyway. Now this is interesting, I didn't actually notice this at the time. But if you look at that fuel cap there, there's fingerprints. So now I'm wondering, was their intention to steal my diesel? And if so, did they cable tie the doors so that they could make a quick getaway if they got rumbled? But they're obviously not very intelligent thieves, because anyone would know on these transit vans, you have to open the passenger door to allow you to actually open the flap to get to the diesel.
Sean killed his lights and stayed still, unsure how many people were outside. Slowed down footage later showed a handprint on the window and what looked like a face pressed against the glass. The car eventually left. He didn't learn what actually happened until morning, when his side door wouldn't open. Someone had looped zip ties tight around the outside door handles, sealing him in. He only got out because there was no wall between the cab and the living area. He climbed through to the front seats and cut the ties from there. Viewers later noticed fingerprints on his fuel cap, which raised the possibility someone had also been trying to siphon diesel and use the ties to buy themselves a getaway window. That part is speculation. Sean never confirmed a motive, and no one was identified. Status: unresolved, no suspects, no report filed on camera. Sean kept traveling. Case 5, the hit at the headboard, location undisclosed, July 2023. Emma and Ree have lived in their van for over a decade. On this night, they'd parked without fully scouting the spot first. After they'd fallen asleep, something struck the outside wall of the van hard, inches from where their heads were resting. Not a knock, a full force hit, followed by laughter from more than one voice outside. They didn't go look.
There's been some noises outside. We've heard like a lot of people pulling up. And we've already heard quite a bit of like banging around and stuff going on outside. We don't know what it is, we don't know what's happening. I said to Reese to like go and check and see. And he's had a look out, we can see quite a few people, there's quite a few cars. I don't want to get outside because I don't know what I'm walking into. I had to like feed Daisy like 5 sausages already because it's so shit noise, she started barking. So I'm just trying to keep her as quiet as I possibly can do. I feel like something feels really, I don't like the feeling of it. Be alright, try one. Right, so we've driven about, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, about 30 minutes down the road.
We've found another park.
Just shaking.
Poor Daisy, she's literally shaking.
So they basically, a load of people ran off laughing, and we heard them drive off. Had a look at the van. Can't see any damage to the van, but obviously it's dark, it's night time, it's the middle of the night, so...
It was just like a loud bang, so basically like a really loud bang. It was right next to my head, so I didn't know what it was, so I apologise for my language. But it was just this really loud noise, and then like Reese says, we just heard like a lot of laughing. It seems like it was probably like, you know, young lads or something like that, I don't know, but they're obviously old enough to drive because they were in cars. As soon as we knew it had sort of gone quiet, we've just obviously got straight in van, we've driven off, we've made sure nobody's following us.
They got into the front seats immediately, drove off, and didn't stop until they'd put real distance behind them. Checking the van afterward, they couldn't find a mark or dent anywhere near the point of impact. No one followed them. They never saw a face and never learned who it was. Status: treated by the couple as a targeted prank by unknown people nearby. Never reported to police. Never identified. Every case so far had a person behind it, as far as anyone can tell. The last one doesn't, or at least no one's ever proven one. Subscribe before this next part, because it's the one people rewatch at 2 a.m., trying to find the explanation everyone else missed. Case 6. The Demon Forest, New York State. Undated creators. Chris Baird and his friend Yasko spent a night in a stretch of New York forest that locals have nicknamed for its history of disappearances and unsolved deaths over the past century, a reputation that predates their visit and isn't something the two of them invented.
Guys, we are back. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Baird. Tonight I'm here with my best friend Yasko behind the camera. We're in a new forest. Well, I say new forest, but we're in a new area of a forest called the Demon Forest. Now, the reason they call it that is exactly what you would think. Demonic, satanic rituals, people going missing, serial killers. There's a lot of crazy stories. There are many, many deaths reported in this forest. One of the craziest places we've ever been. We've been here for about 6 hours now. We're actually getting ready to go to bed. We had to pick a new campsite because of what we just experienced in this forest. This is terrifying. The footage you guys are about to watch is going to be scary. Please, if you guys can't handle it, watch with a friend, leave the lights on. I do not recommend watching this video with the lights off. It might scare you too much, but we're catching some really good activity. People here, we believe there are actually people here trying to mess with us, or they're not happy that we're here. I'm not sure what's going on.
Early in the night, Chris left the van unlocked and open while walking into the trees, which his own viewers criticized afterward.
To say the least.
Oh, was that phone? What was that?
That was your phone.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
You're good. It's been a hot minute. We were gone for so long on the trip in Indiana and Ohio. What?
Deception.
Deception.
Okay.
Okay.
What was that though? Hello?
No. Hello?
Anybody out there? We've been hearing some weird stuff.
Brian.
What the? That's like a footstep. Like,
Bro.
I just told you too. I was like, I love filming when it's fall time because you can hear. It's like if something approached us, and that literally sounded like
Right there. The name Brian is the name from a story I found. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Okay, so just give me a rundown. What happened to Brian?
So Brian was essentially, the person who told the story was a viewer of ours, a fan. Their uncle Brian went missing in the 1980s.
Oh fuck.
One missing was never found. Believe they were involved in some like gang type
Is it okay if
motorcycle
we
activities.
film this then? I don't want to like. If it's a
But
subject.
where we are, it's a big area. We're not probably not even near where this all
It's
happened.
a common name.
No, it's a common name,
Okay,
but it's just very weird that the timing of that. But
I swear to God, I thought I just saw something over here.
what?
I didn't want to die here.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, this is getting weird. This is so weird, dude. Guys,
Over several hours, the pair recorded what they describe as footsteps with no visible source, a rock landing near them from an unseen direction, and responses from a spirit box device that included a name matching one a fan had told them privately about a missing relative from the 1980s. It's worth being direct here. Spirit boxes generate rapid, randomized audio fragments, and there's no scientific validation that they communicate with anything. The responses people hear are widely explained by pareidolia, the brain's tendency to find words and patterns in noise.
all right. Hello? Bro, did you hear that?
Yes, I heard that. You see me, you hear me. This is crazy.
Find my grave.
Find my grave.
Brian.
Where is your grave?
Oh, I'm so uncomfortable right now, dude.
What was that?
The van! The van!
No way, there's no way. Get the fuck out of here. Who's out here?
Take your phone.
Was the wind?
Yeah, okay.
It's not close all the way.
You will hear children.
You hear children? Bro, look at my bag. Look at my bag.
What's wrong with it?
It was zipped up and closed when we left. You can check the footage. There's no shot, dude.
You told me to grab your flashlight from here.
Was it like that?
No, your
Did it leave
flashlight was
like
in the
that?
front. I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, you can check the footage back. I don't. Well, at least it didn't take your muffin.
Dude, I need that.
No, but seriously, what the fuck's going on?
I don't know. Are your stuff still here? Like, actually,
Get in here because I really don't want to be here right now.
I don't either. Lock the door, close the door.
That's the mainstream explanation. The creators themselves treated it as evidence. Later, one of them noticed his bag was open when he was certain he'd zipped it closed, though nothing was missing. That night, lying down to sleep, both said the van rocked hard side to side, the kind of motion that would normally require significant outside force. A light mounted inside the van also went out during the segment, with no one touching it.
Alright, dude. Let's get in the van. What the fuck that was? I'm good. Wow.
Chris. Chris.
What?
What the fuck is that? The whole van's shaking.
Hello?
What the fuck? Literally, the whole van was shaking.
I felt it a little bit. Sorry, I was so fucking tired. There's somebody outside. I don't see anything out there.
Oh.
What the fuck was that?
It was on the window. In the front.
Where's her whistle? Hello? She's yelling walking. I guess at the front, I don't see anything out there. You gotta come look.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. What the fuck is going on?
Dude, it literally felt like the whole fucking place was shaking.
Tip over. Oh. Wait, what the fuck?
What happened?
My light just died.
Wait, what?
My light just shut off.
Hold on.
Bro, no one touched it. My camera's fucking. My light just fucking died.
There's gotta be a flashlight or something.
Yeah.
It did. It died. Holy shit.
Is there anything out there?
No. Is there anything?
Neither of them got out to check what, if anything, was outside. The footage ends shortly after. Status: completely unverified and unexplained by any outside source. There is no independent camera, witness, or authority confirming any part of this night. It remains, in the creator's own words, unresolved. Almost every unexplainable night on camera turns out to have a person behind it. Someone standing closer than anyone realized, who never shows their face and is never identified. Nobody's proven what caused either one. That's exactly why people keep coming back to them. If you want the next batch of these the day they drop, subscribe, and drop your own theory on the Demon Forest footage below. Some of the best leads in these cases have come from viewers, not creators.